So 1 is going to be blue team, 2 is going to be red team. Okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
All right, gentlemen, if everybody on the blues and red team, if I can have you sit down for a moment, we're going to go through our orientation very quickly, and we'll be able to get you out there on the field for the game.
Real quick before you guys all hit the beers, anyone else want to play? Okay, you guys realize you can't hit a beer. If you hit a beer during games because of insurance, we got to stop it. Okay, so you really can't do it. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. So you guys are in, they're out.
But can we get one of them to run across the field?
Give them a few more beers and let them loosen up a bit.
All right, so we have a pretty large group of people who have already played paintball before, correct? Can you guys raise your hands just one more time if you've played? All right, everyone just keep an eye on who had their hands up, because they are going to be the ones on the field you're going to be needing to look for. Just a quick couple of rule changes that you guys may have experienced at any other fields. If you're shot anywhere on your body, you're immediately out. That includes your body, your gun, your hopper, your tank, your mask, any extension of your body that you have. If you grab a stick and you're waving it like this, that stick becomes fair game. The point of this game, unlike most games that you may have played that are just single shot elimination or anything like that, we give you objectives in this game. So we have a large field out there. We're going to have 4 flags centered around the entire area. You can actually see them right here. Blue team, your objective on the field is to raise your 4 blue flags in any game. That will end the game. Red team, you're doing the exact same, except you guys are going for the red flags. Now, out there, we also have these fun, nifty little money bags. We've got them in 250, 500, and 1,000. Each team will have a starting position. They'll be able to go out, try to capture their flags, but the goal is to get a money bag and bring it back to their base, as many as you can. You can only carry this and move it while you are live and active. So if you're shot, drop the money bag exactly where you are. Now the game ends once all 4 flags are captured by one team. So if you have 2 flags, they have 2 flags, you have all the money bags, our game keeps going. Even if you eliminate the entire enemy team, I'll keep the game going while the flags are still in a different color. The idea is you can now go to your enemy's base and steal all their money bags. Or you can search around the field. So you get to kind of be tactical with how you're raising the flags. Communicate, talk to each other. You want to raise that last flag at the last possible second just so you can get as many points as humanly possible. Now out there on the field, we do have very clearly marked boundaries. We'll show them to you once we get out there, but you'll see ropes. If you get to any ropes, it's the end of the field. We just ask that you turn around and march back onto the field. Otherwise, you're going to be very lonely out there playing by yourself. All right. Now, we have a lot of rules here, and at the end of the day, if we have any offenders for it, we have my personal favorite, which is called the firing squad. So, these guys are going to enjoy it the most. They'll be my cheering crowd for this. If anybody breaks my rules throughout the day, at the end of the day, we'll bring everybody together. We'll have a short trial in which I will absolutely find you guilty. And then we'll put you out at a distance, and we will shoot you. Now you get to choose 3 of your executioners, which is kind of fun. They only get 1 ball each. We'll march you out there, you get a protective vest, and we'll give you a mask. The last guy didn't end up so well with, who didn't have one. So we'll put you down at the end, and then we'll say 3, 2, 1, fire. I recommend you keep your eyes open, because there's nothing more exhilarating than having 3 people shoot you from dead on. So, just a heads up, if you break my rules today, we'll find you guilty and put you right over there. Now, Blaine, can you grab me a set of goggles, please? We're going to go over your equipment really quick and everything. This is your marker right here. Oh, thank you. And this is your mask. These are the 2 most important items you'll have today because they're the only 2 items you have today. So, with your mask, this is absolutely the most important. At all times, this has to stay on your face. We have the field entrance right there. Once you're through that, this doesn't come off your face, except for a safety area, which we'll be showing you out there in a bit. So, number 1 rule. There it is. Okay, there it is. Now, next, we have your marker. We have a couple different components to it. We have a hopper, the marker itself, a tank, and a barrel sleeve. Now, the barrel sleeves absolutely stay on until we get out there and we tell you guys to remove them. But for safety's sake and to show you everything, I'm going to remove mine now. Do I have my permission for my refs? All right. They hate me for doing this. We freak out if we see a barrel sleeve off in the staging area. It's just kind of ingrained in us. So what you're using today are Thank you. You're using pump action paintball guns. So they work very much like a regular gun. You've got a safety. Works exactly like the regular safety. The way we remember it is flush on the right, you're ready to fight. So if your gun isn't working and you're sitting there pulling the trigger, click that little button, you'll be good to go. The trigger will work. Now for these pumps, you have to do a full trigger or a full pump stroke. So that's back and forward, and then it'll be good to fire. These also do have auto triggers. So if you hold the trigger down,
You gotta keep that as a secret.
gotta shh.
Don't tell them.
But keep it pumping, and remember full trigger pulls. If you don't do a full trigger pull or a full pump stroke, your finger will not be able to pull the trigger. Try it again, and you'll be able to get through it. Up top is your hopper. You want to make sure at all times this is sealed and secured, otherwise you're going to lose all your paintballs. Now at the beginning of every game, we'll be giving you 50 paintballs to start off with. It's all you get for each game, but if you conserve them, they go on to the next round with you. Save 10 of them, the next round you have 60, so forth and so on. Armbands, we've put them all on your arms. Just keep them there. Keep them in plain sight. Don't hide them and try to go on to the other team. That's a firing squad offense. We'll just let you know now.
All right, got a red armband. Go ahead and step up, guys.
Blue will be loading up in a second. If anybody would like some water or soda, please grab one.
Are you planning on using your safety?
Captain's right down here. Please tell us why you chose this person and then who it is.
He was the last one out there, fighting to the very end. Great, your blue team's MVP.
He held up 3 by himself. Yes, sir.
Beautiful. I couldn't pick 3 guys that were hunting down Gray, so I'm gonna pick Steve for being one of the last guys out there. And
Steve.
I was gonna pick Denzel, but Denzel cheated. So and got shot.
Denzel. Denzel. You stand accused of, with knowledge of forethought, kicking a money bag towards your team.
I cheated you.
Oh, what's your?
Shot him when he was dead.
So Denzel, you did, with knowledge of forethought, did cheat by kicking a bag closer to your team as you walked out towards the field. Do you have anything to say in your defense? I thought
The accused is speaking.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, how do you find the defendant?
Guilty! Sounds guilty to me. All right, now we do have
Denzel, having been found guilty by a totally impartial and unbiased jury of your peers, we sentence you to firing squad. I don't know if you're blindfold, but we don't have one.
All right, now we will give you this. You may choose your 3 executioners.
Do we have any volunteers to shoot Denzel?
All right, let me get my volunteers right over here. I've got 1.
I'd say Bowen.
2.
Marshall.
Marshall, step right up.
All right.
Don't shoot nothing.
Denzel, you know where I was going.
I've never seen so much regret in my life. All right, gentlemen, hold them up again where you're going to be shooting. Let me make sure you're in. Aim. Load your weapon. Just doing another cross check for this man. The accused stands ready. Fire!